Eclipses are very, very sacred times during which we experience the enactment of matters of destiny and fate. Eclipses are best approached by honoring the sacred significance in an energy of reverence, quietude, observation, and peace. In ancient times throughout human history, people would live quite quietly during the days of an eclipse. Sometimes people would fast, people would remain quiet, often staying indoors. Eclipses represent change, transformation, a transition. Changes that occur during an eclipse are usually permanent changes and should be accepted as such. An eclipse can bring an internal change. Suddenly we see the world, ourselves, and our role in it entirely differently, or suddenly we begin research on a new subject that carries us on a totally different path long into the future. Or eclipses can play out more externally. It can be the sudden loss or gain of a relationship, or the sudden loss or gain of a job, or a new health diagnosis, or a long-held disease disappearing. Regardless of what the eclipse brings, know that you will be okay, and that these events were planned long before you were born. Open your arms, your heart, accept the changes as your divine fate and destiny at this time. A declaration from the gods, a declaration from the divine. And after the energies of the eclipse settle, go forth in your new direction, knowing that you are on the right path. If you seek to understand what divine destiny lies in store for you, the best way to interpret any particular eclipse is to know the house area in your chart where that eclipse falls. I'm recording this today on a Scorpio eclipse. You may wish to see which house in your chart is ruled by Scorpio. You are being asked at this time to accept change and transformation in that particular house. By identifying which house any eclipse falls in for you and studying the significations of that house, you can best predict the changes that are on their way to you. Your first house, you may find that you actually change your hair color, or you get a new piercing, or fundamentally change the way you present yourself to the world. You might have been called Samantha your whole life, and suddenly you feel like going by Sam. And that could change your life trajectory in ways you don't even imagine right now. Second house, a change in the way that you make your income or manage your money. Maybe for a long time you've thought of opening up a new type of savings account or investment. You finally do it today, and in a few years' time that results in thousands of dollars in the bank. Third house, it can change the nature of a relationship with a sibling. It could also change your transportation. Maybe you learn of a new transportation service, or you use Lyft for the first time. It could also result in changes in your communication and the nature of the way you communicate every day with those around you. Fourth house, changes to your physical dwelling and your relationship to the core of who you are as understood through your family. This could result in you deciding to move, or could bring out an underlying issue or opportunity in your home. Perhaps a long-held family secret comes to light that affects your core understanding of who you are. Fifth house, change in dating or romance. Bring a new child into your life. You might actually get pregnant during this time, or stop or end a certain hobby. Maybe you've been wanting to try dance classes for a really long time, and you always said, oh, I'll sign up later, but on the day of the eclipse, you finally sign up to learn tango, or you decide to delete your Tinder app. Sixth house can change in the areas of your work, health, or daily routine. Oh my gosh, I'm ready to do this cleanse. Let's do it. The time is now. And you find in retrospect that was the beginning of the healthiest period of your entire life. To open your arms and accept changes in your daily routine, your health, your service. Seventh house, change to your closest one-on-one personal relationships. It could be a change with a business partner, a best friend, a spouse, or a very close relationship. Sometimes the change could happen to them, or it could be a change in the nature of the relationship itself. 8th house could bring to light a long-held secret that fundamentally influences your understanding of yourself or others. You could also receive some sort of declaration about shared money. This could come in the form of finding out about taxes that are owed, receiving an inheritance, or finally getting a divorce settlement. You may also begin a new study of the mysteries of life, psychology, magic, or the occult. The 9th house, you may find yourself traveling long distance. The change affects your long-held belief systems or sets you on a quest for a much deeper, much higher truth. You may also find yourself planning a vacation. You may find yourself drawn to a new teacher of higher wisdom, or you may find yourself ready to step beyond a teacher who had served your quest so far. You may discover a brand new book, maybe a sacred or mystical texts, that has a profound influence on your belief about the world. The 10th house, you could experience a change that affects your legacy, a change to your professional reputation or identity. For example, you might meet with a boss, and that boss offers you a promotion. The 11th house, you may experience changes that affect your friendships and your community. For example, you could finally join a new professional community that becomes a source of tremendous joy. Or you could experience a friendship which had been very close becoming a bit more distant as a new friend moves in and an old friend moves away. 12th house, you could experience changes in your mental health. Long-held worries or fears could be removed in the light of day, or you may begin to find that a new mental state, maybe new fears or worries, come to light. You could also begin to plan a retreat away from the world for the sake of healing. You may also somehow experience deeper communion with the spirit world. You could even begin a new meditation or divinatory practice that helps you to connect with the departed. Thank you so much for listening today. It has been an absolute honor to be a part of your journey on this very sacred day. Love and blessings to all who are listening, and namaste.